What's up, guys? 2019 fantasy football is underway. We just did the draft order. I tried to do it a specific way and it didn't really work. Last year I did a live video and recorded it. I forgot to do it this time, but those of you who were present, it was a legitimate draft order. I took ping pong balls, I put tape on them with the names of the teams, I pulled them at random. It was on video, I just didn't record it. So, however, I'm going to do a quick recap of the draft order I have written here, just so everybody knows, and I'll record this. I'll post it on, upload on YouTube and the league message board. The first pick of the 2019 Fantasy Football's Finest Yahoo Draft would be Dylan. Last year he was 14th pick, and he gets the flip and goes to first. Rob Reed, a new member of the league, is number 2. JNR Dynasty's Joe Ramirez is number 3. I'm 4th. Rob Galonis, Team Ramrod, is drafting 5th. Brandon Miller drafting 6th. Phil Wassel, another new member of the league, is drafting 7th. Right in the middle, Ryan Kavanaugh got the 8th spot. Bill Davis got the 9th spot. Ryan Mikovits is drafting 10th. Trevor Cruzen is drafting 11th. Craig Ross, runner-up last year in the championship, is drafting 12th. Dave Kane drafting 13th. And Nick, who was first pick last year, got the flip on that, is drafting last, 14th. There's going to be a few changes rules-wise, and just a few things really, nothing too major. I changed one of the scoring settings, and that's it. I'm going to add an IR spot. I'm also going to add some prizes to the pool. I'm probably going to do all 8 playoff teams will get at least consolation. Draft again. Sorry for all the reminders. It's just to get it out there. August 31st, it's a Saturday, 5 p.m. at Buffalo Wild Wings in the Steamtown Mall. They have everything set up. They have everything. They provide everything as far as a fancy kit, the board, the stickers. I'm going to provide the roster sheets like last year. You put your team on it as you go. Last year, Nick provided the top 300 player rankings and cross them off as we go to keep track. Pens, highlighters, etc. Also, there's going to be a time limit. I'm going to do a minute per pick for the first 5 or 6 rounds, and any time left over, I'm going to have a timer. Any time left over, I'm going to bank that time into the last few rounds. So round 10 will take a 10-minute break, 15-minute break. I'll add up all the time remaining and divide it into every pick so we have a little more time at the end of the draft to make our picks. Last year we had a couple phone-in draft picks and it didn't work out too well, but this year it's a lot different. Will not take nearly as long. We can get things moving a lot quicker, a lot smoother, and everybody will be there except for one. But I'm probably going to live stream the draft as we're there. People who aren't present can watch it. I believe there'll be one, as far as I know, is Craig. He's out of state, but that's okay. He'll be there. So the bank time, you get a minute for the first couple rounds. If you make your pick in 30 seconds, I'll take that 30 seconds and so on. I'll add it. We should have at least a couple minutes to divide it by the 14 picks. Give us an extra 10 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever it may be per pick later on in the draft, as the picks get tougher going forward. Don't really have much more now. I just wanted to go over the recap again. It's Dylan, Rob Reed, Joe Ramirez, John Aber, Rob Galonis, Brandon Miller, Phil Wassel, Ryan Kavanaugh, Bill Davis, Ryan Mikovits, Trevor Cruzen, Craig Ross, Dave Kane, Nick Lactash. In that order. And that's that. Legitimate draft order. I pulled balls again with numbers, with names on them. Can't think of anything else right now, but that's all for now. I will make a post, any updates regarding the draft in the day and the time, etc. As we get closer. We're about 4 weeks away, less than a month officially, and this way you have time to prepare, time to research who you can get, where you can get them, and whatever you want to do. So, me being the 4th pick, I have an idea of who I want, but he may not be there, so you got to have a backup plan anyway. even for the first pick. So that's all. I want to welcome you guys to another exciting year of fantasy football. $500 to the winner, $200 to second place. Third place, I was doing a stitched authentic jersey. This year will be something autographed with certification. Fourth place would probably, I do boxes of football cards. I do anything memorabilia wise. We make sure all 8 playoff teams get some type of consolation. Playoffs start week 14, so 13 regular weeks in this fantasy season. 14 is 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5, etc. Being the 1 seed last year, I almost got knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. Doesn't matter where you draft; it's all matchup. I believe Craig was 12th pick last year, made a championship. So all comes down to matchup in the end, and if you know what you're doing. But last year, it just keeps getting more competitive every year. The 8th seed was open in the last week of the fantasy season, week 13, and 8 seed through 13 seed were all fighting for that last spot. They were all in play for that last playoff berth, which is pretty competitive if you ask me. So a lot of new guys last year liked it. They did well, and they're in for a real treat for this year, 2019. That's all for now, guys. I won't drag this on any longer. I appreciate you getting in, and I wish you the best of luck going forward this year in fantasy. I'll post another video soon. See ya.